Do you feel like you're always coming up short of a 20 kill game? Well, look no further, because today I'll be showing you how to get high kill games in Apex Legends Season 11 Stormpoint, so be sure to stick around. Hey, what's happening, Champion Squad? Welcome your beautiful faces back to the channel, and today I have 4 tips for you guys to help you get your first 20 bomb game, or perhaps another one if you seem to be coming up short. From knowing where players land, being in the fight first, having a 2 to 3 kill per squad tempo, and taking bigger risks early to mid game will help you lock in this 20 bomb. Before we get into the full breakdown of the 20 bomb game, I do want to cover the top landing locations on Stormpoint, and the first location we're going to look at is Stormcatcher. This place is not only hot for early kills, but is a great spot for rotating and finding your next kills early on. The next place I want to touch on is Command Center, which is right next door, so this is a great rotation spot from Stormcatcher to Command Center, or vice versa. And then we're also going to add Cascade Falls into the mix, since they are also adjacent to each other, so these 3 locations right next to each other are juicy areas for some high kill games, on top of Checkpoint as well. When Checkpoint is a hot location, you're going to expect minimum 2 to 3 teams there, so if you can manage to survive, clean that up, guess what? Your next rotation to Cascade Falls or Command Center or Stormcatcher is right there to follow up those other kills. And now the last place we're going to touch on is actually going to be Barometer, which is all the way down low. And you guys are probably thinking, why is he picking Barometer? It's all the way nowhere near the center of the map. That's because this area is very good with loot, and it seems to be that a lot of teams love landing here or adjacent here. So C-Note Cave, Skyfall, Antenna, a lot of these areas, teams love to just rotate in on Barometer because most of the fights go down here. So you have that center action there where you're going to get other squads rotating in, you're going to get some chain kills, and that's going to help you get more kills early on. So the next time you're playing Stormpoint and you are looking for some high kill games, these 5 spots are going to be fantastic for you to really get those initial 7 to 10 kills with 20 plus alive. That's exactly what you're going to be looking for when you're going for a high kill game. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, the first tip I want to touch on is knowing where players land. When you're coming out of the dropship, you know where you want to land. You need to pay attention and really lock your skydive in place and look around you. See where other players are landing. That's going to give you a really good idea of where you want to rotate next, where you know most of the enemies landed. That's going to help you get those follow-up kills after you wipe a squad much easier. Now in this game, I am playing trios and I'm partied up with Sweatband, so we do have a random teammate, which is kind of a risky play here for them potentially stealing those final few kills you need to close up that 20 bomb. And I know a lot of you guys in the comments always talk about that. So when you're landing as Stormcatcher, there's really no way you can potentially go wrong when it comes to where you want to land to get your loot and then to start fighting. There's a lot of in and outs of this building, so if you do get caught in shambles, you can easily rotate out, reposition, heal up, do what you got to do, then get back into the fight. And I actually decide to land on the outer bins here, gamble with my luck, see what I can get, then work my way into the building. And that's exactly what happens here. But I don't get a gun. Decide to zone myself out with this arc if he does decide to push me. It's going to help spare me some time. Pick up an Eva. Guess what? He's getting aggressive on me. Playing my left-right cover here, trying to get some decent shots off him. End up cracking him in about 40 to 50 flesh, so he's pretty low. He's still getting aggro on me. Managed to clean him up there. Get a quick shield swap. Now we're looking pretty bad here. We only have 1 gun, not too much ammo. Getting pushed by a Bloodhound. He gets destroyed. But again, we are pretty much out of ammo. 1 shotgun shell, so we do have to reposition here. Getting some height with Valkyrie. That's why she's absolutely phenomenal. We're going to take it back here. I do have Sweatband alive, so that's clutch. Teammate went down. And right now, I'm looking not to take a fight. I'm looking to re-engage after I get a second gun. That's going to be crucial. You can't be running around with 1 gun. That's what's going to get you killed. So you get super lucky. Find an R301. 2 packets of ammo. We're looking to take this fight now. Now I get a thermite off at this doorway here. Number 1, to cause audio distortion. When you throw thermites, they're very loud. It's going to make it very hard for enemies to hear if I'm going for a res, to hear if I'm pushing. And number 2, it's really going to zone out that area and not really cause anyone to push through that unless they want to get burned. So that's going to help spare some time if I need to heal or perhaps get a res off. Let's see how it plays out. Go for the heal option. And then the res. Alright, so we got teammate back up. Sweatband needs a little bit of help because I believe he has a full squad on him. And we only have 1 kill. Not too many kills. 42 up, though. Still a fresh game. Peel the Bloodhound. Finish him off with some help on Sweatband's part. And then I help Sweatband finish that guy off. So, looking very good right now. And we wiped every single squad that landed as Stormcatcher. Okay, so there was about 2 squads here, if I believe, maybe 3. I have 2 kills to my name, 39 up. Am I thinking about a 20 bomb game right now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I always say when you're going for a 20 bomb game, play out that intro how you normally would play it out. Don't force yourself to do crazy stuff, cause you to go down. Eventually, you're going to get lucky in these games. You're going to start coming out with 6 to 7 kills off a drop. So right now, I don't have the best loot, and I'm looking to just obtain more loot. So I'm rotating out to a no-name town here to cap up on the heals, cap up on the ammo, see what I can get. And I noticed a team from Command Center. We touched on this earlier. A lot of teams love rotating to these areas. Those 5 areas where I touched on, teams will start rotating in on you. So as long as you can hold your ground, wipe squads, go from there, that's going to help set you up for a 20 bomb game. Now we have a whole team taking height on us. They do have really good positioning, so we have to really play it slow and be cautious on where they're going to be pushing. No one was on height. I was able to take it free, but I dropped down because I see an open kill here. Beautiful exchange. Quick weapon swap. And Loba, TP's on roof. Was able to clean her up. Now we have another squad pushing us from Stormcatcher, but they of course rotated in from somewhere else. So now we're working with 2 teams. I have 3 kills to my name, which is great. Notice how I'm not getting too low on my health. I'm really paying attention to cap up when I need to cap up on. That's really going to help staying alive. So finally, the team at Stormpoint decides to push in. They get very aggressive, taking a pad over. End up finding a solo Octane off to my right here. He was split, so that's a fairly simple kill on my part there. Had the positioning on him. And now we're looking for 1 on this squad. And guess what? It's the Ash TPing right on me. Respect the push. You have to respect that push right there. So now we're sitting at 5 kills, 26 up. Am I thinking about the 20 bomb? Not yet. We still have another squad in front of us, which is phenomenal. Look how many teams are pushing us. And a lot of the times I say this 20 bomb is very luck of the lobby, if I would say. Yes, it takes skill, winning gunfights and all that, but you also need the lobby to go in your favor where teams constantly push you and you're not making too many rotations, wasting a lot of time. So now we're looting up, capping up here. Looking really good with the loot right now. So I decided to push this team. Notice he's distracted, so I try to go for a flank. Pre-aim it. Now I actually hear a Pathfinder down low, and I wasn't exactly sure where he was, whether he was above or below. Find him below, clean him up with the 1 mag, and we're sitting with 8 kills, 22 up. Another one on the rope here. This is a hectic intro to a game. Me and Sweat, when we were talking about it, we were just laughing like, what is going on right now? We're just getting pushed by 4, 5, 6 teams. Just holding them off in trios. It was so fun. Alright, so we got a... believe this is a solo Pathfinder here. He's running away from me. One shot and I get the kill, Rob. But it's alright. It's all good. It happens. It happens. Alright. So as we're rotating out here, I do want to discuss why we're rotating sort of downwards more towards Barometer instead of going to Command Center, going to Cascade Falls, all those other POIs that I was pointing out in the beginning, is because most of those squads that pushed us came from those areas, right? They were closest to us, so they actually rotated, did all the work that we needed to do for them. So we're sitting pretty right now, and we're actually rotating to a different route where teams didn't push us. That way, we have the best chance possible of finding more enemies. Of course, we do have that Valcult to get us across the map much easier. And we decide to go to this no-name POI where I'm sure you guys know where this place is. And we see people instantly. This is a very open field where if you want, you just peek over, see if there's squads here. If not, rotate out. We do end up seeing squads here, so guess what? We're going to invest ourselves into this fight. And notice I'm playing the border of this area because these prowlers are absolutely lethal. You don't want to be caught shooting prowlers constantly in this area because you're just going to get shot in the back. You're going to get shot from the side and you could possibly go down. It's a very risky situation, just rotating in the center. So make sure you're playing the borders here. Clean up the prowlers if they're pushing you. We get a full 3-man right down low. We have positioning on them and we're getting very aggressive early on. The next step I want to jump into is going to be being in the fight first. Okay, you want to be on the scene and ahead of your team first. Not necessarily by like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe perhaps like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Enough where you can get some banter shots out, a possible knock. If you become weak, you can rotate back towards your team where they're coming from, and then they have your cover fire. Picked up the first knock. 2 people have a line of sight on me, so this is a very bad spot for me. I only have cover here on this little stub, but guess what? They can still shoot my chest and above, so essentially there's not really much cover here. So I really need to pray on my movement and try and avoid as much damage as possible, and that's exactly what happens here. So while I'm getting this reload off, strafing left to right, quick weapon swap to finish him off. And I knew the other one was going to push this way, right? Because he was originally here. He wasn't peeking for a while. So he's going to rotate, look for another angle. And guess what? I'm going to fake like I'm running forward behind this cover. And I'm going to do a sidestep slide. Here it is. Slide step forward, walk back, and then pre-aim and shoot. Being confident in your shot. Taking some risks. Again, I would consider this mid-game. You want to take your big risks early to mid-game. When it comes to end game, then possibly slow it down. And that way it's a safer game for you, so you can make sure you actually get the 20 bomb without going down. So now we have 11 kills, 15 up, and this is the exact moment. I was telling Sweat when we were playing, this 20 bomb is mine. I have it in my hands. This is a highly potential game for a 20 bomb. And I was like, we need to start getting aggressive. So here's where things are going to get somewhat interesting and very spicy, because we have another team that sort of bunkered down. They rotated back into this factory here. And they want to play as a caustic team. So they're going to trap it out, hold it down, wait for us to push. And that's exactly what they did. And you really need to pay attention to play your angles properly when it comes to a situation like this. Because you can get killed very easily if you're looking at the wrong things. Or if you're overexposing yourself with no cover. You're going to get one magged in the situation. Because again, they're pre-aiming you. They know exactly where you're coming from. It's a one-way entrance. So be careful. Peel the damage one at a time. Heal up if you need to. Then work in. Little by little, play it like a chess match, and that's going to help you really wipe a squad if they're holding an area down and still getting majority of the kills. Open the door, immediate gas trap, which is unfortunate. Now we have to wait for that to go off. Waste a little bit of more time. And right now I'm just hoping and praying the other squads don't fight each other. We got to clean this squad up as fast as we can and rotate out. Get a beautiful knock on the first one. End up pushing up. Crack the horizon. I do have that cover in front of me. Finish off the horizon. That's 2 down on one team. Looking for one. Here he is. And the Rampage just doing absolute God's work on me. I managed to get knocked here, which is unfortunate. And the worst happens here. The worst happens. And this is actually going to guide me into my third tip for you guys, which is going to be keeping a 2 to 3 kill tempo per squad. You want to make sure you're killing 2, if not all 3 kills of a squad. So that's what I'm struggling to do in this fight. And we have another squad pushing us. I noticed this dude is self-resing off to my right. And this wasn't actually my kill. So I'm going to let him self-res. I'm going to full heal. And then I'm going to pick up this kill. Re-knock him. Get my 2 to 3 kill per squad tempo back. And there it is. So now I have 14 kills. Managed to pick up all 3 of that other squad that we killed. And now we have a third party. Very laggy Wraith. Just hoping for the best there. Just keeping the shot straight. So now we have 15 kills. The Wraith actually left the game. The one that was lagging. And I do hear a res going off. So there's going to be one extremely one-shot and one full health. Find them up top. Immediately pre-aim the guy that just got res. That's an easy knock again. So that's going to be taken care of. Now I'm focusing fuse. Get the better of the exchange. Into the push with a shotgun. Clean him up. Sitting with 17 kills. Literally one squad left. So I need to kill this entire squad to get this 20 bomb. It's always a nail biter. It's always a nail biter, especially when you're playing with a random. Can't really tell him, oh, don't take these kills, or, you know, don't do this, don't do that. So again, you want to be ahead of the team, making sure you're sending out the shots first. So what I'm trying to do here is rotate out. I need to play zone, find the squad as soon as possible, and start working the fight. As I'm rotating towards center zone here, I spot the last squad on roof, and I am praying for the life of me that it's a 3-man squad, because otherwise this 20 bomb is a goner. Unless I farm it. There's a res beacon. That's kind of a cheese way to get it. So right now I'm dealing some damage off roof. See what kind of shots I can get out. They do have snipers. So I have to be aware of not over peeking, which is going to be crucial. And my exact plan was my teammate threw down this Bangalore ult, and I'm going to play exactly off of it. As soon as it blows up, I'm running in with it. I'm going to instantly take height, see what kind of angles I can get. Because I'm not going to expect the early push off of Bengal. And I should have cleaned up the Valk there. She's 1 bullet. Managed to make the Octane 1 bullet. We need to get aggressive. Jump down, out back, kill the Octane. This is great. End up finding the Revenant, which is a 3rd. He makes me 1 shot, but I also have him 1 shot. So now they're both very low. The Valkyrie, I'm hoping she doesn't get stolen. And I told Sweat just to hold this door. He's being an absolute legend for me. Sparing me some time to get this double heal off and, again, not take these last few kills that I need to close off this 20. So I have full heal. And I want to work this Rev Totem because I actually put down a totem here, which is a bonus for me since I know exactly where it's going to be. Rev gets sent back up. That's an easy knock on him. End up going up. Valk's up there. Center back. Cracker with 100 damage. I'm looking for her. Where is she? She went inside. Sweat's like, she's inside. I'm like, come on, open the door. Let's go. And we clean up the 20 bomb. There it is, folks. So again, know where players are landing. Pay attention, even if they're not landing at your location. Know where they're landing next to you. Make that next rotation to them. Be in the fight first. Make sure you're looting quickly. Keeping a 2 to 3 kill per squad tempo if you're in trios. If you're in duos, make sure you solo duos. And if you're in duos, keep a 2 kill per squad tempo, aka killing the full team. But either way works. If you're doing it in trios, if you're doing it in duos, both methods are going to work great for you. Thank you guys so much for spending a couple minutes every day with me. If you enjoyed the video, like rating is always appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Champion Squad for some more awesome content. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, this was Sultan, signing off. Peace.